Последние гигабайты свободного места на моем жестком диске уплывают в...
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Riot. You want to play along? It's all about the boffo yocks. We see who can tell the funniest stories, and the winner gets the prize. Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zone. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The Elf Song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead. But not literally. Got me? If that's the best you got, smart stuff, you should quit before the crowd gets angry.
Боже, какая шутка!
Ну, руки тянутся к первому варианту. Я ничего не могу с этим поделать.
I first heard that one when I was in short pants on the school playground.
Почему так, нахуй?
What a stinker.
A single person applauds from the back of the room, probably out of pity.
Ну тупый!
Sorry, smart stuff. No joy for you, I'm afraid. But that sounds like job security for me. Another triumph. Yes, indeedy. I'm still the comedy king.
You really won't feel it.
Not a thing. Don't hold back.
Brace yourself.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me. Charge too much, people hit you harder. Then they take the gold back. Besides, I've taken enough punches for free. At least this way, I get paid something. So, you having a go or not?
Ну, ты сам попросил.
No freebies. Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over.
Gold first, then you can hit me.
Beneath his ragged clothing, you catch a glimpse of rotten flesh, more than any living being could sustain. This man is a zombie.
I'm not dead, just got a bit of nerve damage. So, you having a go, or no?
Not as bad as it could have. Never wanted the easy path.
They're too busy visiting Mamselle's guys themselves.
They do that quite a bit, don't they?
Damn shame.
Let's see.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear. Over there. It was a clean decapitation. I'll give them that. Is that a pelvis? Cards. You almost feel sorry for Dribbles.
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
Listen and submit to the mistress of disease.
Oh, gods. Be spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
Gortash, an archduke. Saw him once at a distance. Looked like too much of a pipsqueak to fill those boots.
I would love to have seen Gortash's coronation, but I would have to have skipped the after feast. I'm on a strict diet.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best goss. None of it's been wrong yet.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
I don't really agree with Lord Gortash's methods, but the man does get things done.
Only Lord Gortash has the strength to protect our city.
Gortash is the light bringer. Gortash will burn the Absolute to smoke and ashes.
The Steel Watchers are doing most of the good here, really. I'd love a gander at those schematics.
Lord Gortash is exactly what Baldur's Gate needs. I dread to think where we'd be without the Steel Watch.
Into the light.
If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the Steel Watch taking up resources. Huh.
I keep telling you, animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Boy, I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
I'm grateful to be here. I am. But I thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
You see an altar dedicated to Mistra.
Whatever you want with this idol, I prefer we make it quick. Not sure I'm comfortable catching Mistra's eye, even if it is made of stone.
Mistra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Your studies of religion don't suffice to tell you more.
Trust me. It'll take a lot more than a few gold pieces and some fervent thoughts to convince Mistra to break her silence. On my account, at least. Commune with her as you see fit. I've no wish to stand between you and any inspiration she might deign to offer.
Welcome back, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow." You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected.
Можно отдать свои трусы.
Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
Он не любит рыбку? Ну ладно.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket and you may yet be blessed. You see an altar dedicated to Selûne. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. Goddess of the moon and stars. Her words and light have long helped wanderers to find their way. Perhaps it could help you too."
You must never run away like that again. Do you understand?
The hostel's up that way.
You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it.
I bet that hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes.
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch. A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, "Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks."
Oh, it's beautiful cabbages. Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
We're not lost. Just taking in the view before continuing on our way.
The lower city's a bloody warren. I'm surprised anyone can find their way around.
I'm not the same certain.
Property in constant use. Gatherings strictly prohibited.
One step at a time. That will be worth it.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
On the half-orc's finger, you notice an unusual ring. Heavy and with a strange symbol carved on its surface.
Scurry away, good book, before I crush you.
You recall seeing this symbol on crates marked for Nine Fingers Keen, leader of the guild. The thug works for her.
Oi! Stop staring. Start walking. Last chance. Bloody dark old sense. Getting paid to lurk in our guild hall. Never worked for it. Guarding the secret entrance. Not good enough for them, but good enough for poor old Tuskrun. Another one come to take our coin and clog our halls. Fine, I'll show you in. Nine Fingers will give you orders.
Carry me. I want to have a word.
Oh, you rancid bastard. See? Mine's fresh.
Disgusting! Welcome to the Guildhall, Faerun's finest festo. As long as you're not sober.
Or able to smell.
Oh, look at us, Fon. Told you. I know where.
We're all on the same side.
Well, look who it is. Looking to mess up my operation here too? You'll find it a little harder than before, so I'd suggest you just stick to business, yeah? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. You always were sharp, if a bit slow. Too big to be quick. But I'll stay out of your way if you'll stay out of mine.
Don't bug me. I'm making plans. Big plans, see?
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous owners no longer have a use for them. Got me?
Нихуя не понял. Вообще не интересно.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the Guildmaster. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
Your eyes are going to want to wander all over this gold. It's only natural. Just make sure it stops at your eyes, right?
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
Can't say I've heard of you. Spare me the story behind the name. I'm sure it's very scary. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. Well, whoever he is, he doesn't seem very keen on talking. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic.
I know times are tough, but this crowd could mingle a bit, eh? We're all on the same side.
Don't give me that squinty side eye like all those paranoid guildies. Nine Fingers is well respected in the Zentarim. If the Stone Lord's pressing in on her territory, we're here to help. Missed the welcome parade, did you? Hugging, tears. It was just lovely. True, we've been better liked in towns we bloody conquered, but it's hard to blame Nine Fingers. On top, undisputed for years. Then you have to call the likes of us in to protect you from some shithead calling himself Stone Lord. I'd be embarrassed too.
Guildhall is not what it was. No gambling, no blood games, not even a pissy little peacock fight. Bored.
You won't find much fun here today. Guildmaster's battened down the hatches till the Stone Lord problem's dealt with.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. Very kind of you, sir. I'll be dedicating the next keening elven ballad to you. You look like the type to enjoy one.
You can get near anywhere in the city from here without seeing daylight. Once you don't mind the tangy smell of sewer.
Look now, the Guildmaster's little hunt is bringing all sorts of new faces out of the woodwork.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards,
will rip off the whole damn arm.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky? What are you having? Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that. Now, what can I get you?
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Bare hands.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
Страшно, очень страшно.
No distractions, mate. 9 Fingers has me watching over Pierre Priss here. Wants our friends in Parliament close with this new Duke making moves.
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament openly walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
What? Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
Someone's vintage Moonshae Zinfandel collection. But it looks like a lot of the bottles have gone missing.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. The Guild is this city's first and last line of defense. It's only natural that we watch the gates for anyone interesting. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. I wasn't surprised to learn you two had fallen in together. I could make a guess at what she needs from me, too. Bring her here. Whatever questions she has, she'll want to hear the answers directly from me. So, remind her to pay an old friend a visit, would you? I live to serve. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet her soon enough. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Right. Well, war to be fought. Do you need anything else?
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men puff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. We could. It would just be a very short one. We cannot expect either of the chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. The Guildmaster wishes to see us, does she? Better we call on her home than she on ours. Lead, then.
Well, hello there. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Aye, I considered that. But there's a pattern to his strikes. An intent. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. I don't let trust tie my hands. That's why I sit in this very fine office. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about. Ask it. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the goddamned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The prison, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less. Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
It's Uktar you want. Old Silver Smile there.
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the Bugbear. To trade trinkets, the Fetcher's Brats. I am Uktar, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business.
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make? I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. I tell you this only as a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the hells would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? Until you do, then.
Stop! What are you doing? Are you trying to sneak past Taskrunts? Do not worry. Guild's friends are Taskrunts' friends. And I don't hurt my friends. Unless they deserve it.
Who let you through? Taskront? Bloody idiot.
Here's the 9 fingers. Good luck. Leave me be. What are you doing in here?
You catch the scent of death on the man's clothes, his skin damp with decay. He appears unwell.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own. Oh, well, that's all right then. This is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck I was discovered. I must be patient. My brothers need me.
Something's on my mind.
Stop making so much noise. You'll have the fists sniffing around.
Light on my feet. Ah! What the hell is that?
Это пиздец.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
Well, that was foul. All the way from its wretched tip to its vile tail.
Я не заслуживаю такого отношения к себе.
Oh, God, there's guts all over my boat.
Oh, I saw you fighting those monsters. You were magnificent, I think. I mean, I couldn't really see from where I was, but I bet you were.
Я просто похлопаю. Thanks again for dealing with those Sawagan. You saved more than just my livelihood. A bit quieter after the Sawagan attack, but that's to be expected. Loyal customers will be back. Fish mainly. The Flaming Fest commandeered the best stuff, but I can show you what I've got. Watch yourself, eh? God's willing, there won't be any more of those things.
Did you hear this was the best place to buy fish in the city as well? Seems they neglected to mention the sea devils.
That was incredible! And just think, what a story it'd make when fish fight back!
That's curious.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in our private chat.
Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But it's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. Only what we heard from Keen. He seems to have sprung up while we were out in the Shadowlands. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger. No? It was a statue, dedicated to one of the city's lost heroes. Only it was that hero, Minsk, frozen in stone for a century, and freed, the story goes, in the city's hour of need. Because who would question a statue to our friend? Thinking Minsk of Rashomon had returned to a hero's welcome in Rashomon. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. Ha! That was Minsk's feeling too. Perhaps I shouldn't be working so hard to bring you two together. You're sure? Oh, back and forth. You're like to make me dizzy. Speak. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition. With pleasure. Lead on.
Don't worry about the smell, citizen. Probably just the drains. Nothing to concern yourself with.
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it. Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Ну, я пыталась.
Need of you.
So what exactly did you see?
On my way.
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mystic Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me. A wanderer, bearing the scent of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Fae.
О,
The
да-да-да.
spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents? Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, They're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living.
Ах ты козел.
Yes. My spirits stir. They think you might be capable. Very well. You may help me with a small matter. I have an assistant, Thrumbo. A conduit I used to maintain my connections with the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, he has deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will see that you are suitably compensated. My child. That would be asking the impossible. He is already dead. He is... what do they call them here? Ah, a zombie. A waif I rescued from the jaws of death and gave a second chance at earthly purpose. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his. Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrumbo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them. Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest. As will I.
Not food, client.
Какая удача, что мы его уже нашли.
I told you already. This spot's taken. Mystic. Carrion. You're working for him? Oh no. No, no. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me. You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine. There used to be 5 of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed. If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself. I know this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord. After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
Ну, очень знакомая история так-то получается. Нам, конечно, хотелось бы прочитать эту некромантию, но как-то это по-скотски будет. Мне жалко этих чуваков. Ладно, я им помогу.
Don't let yourself be tempted by it. Whatever's in that jar must be destroyed. I'm not sure, but in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean.
Come closer, spirits. I have need of you.
If only it was fresh.